Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. Alright, just getting everything set up. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Let's get over here. I think it looks good over here. Oh, let me refresh this. Hey, welcome pugs. How's it going? Alright. Going well, how about yourself? Glad to have you here. Alright. So today we're going to be continuing what the build we were working on last week. I've played with it a little bit and leveled it up a bit. But a lot of it has just been kind of refining what we already set up. So we're now level 84 and we still only have one flask going. But we now have a Divergent Volatile Dead that's level 20 with 23 quality. They're moving a little faster. We've got a level 4 Empower, which I recently added. We got our Whispers of Doom enchant. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we also moved our skeletons. So we had our summoned skeletons up on our helmet. The problem I ran into is that the cost of a level 21 Divergent cast when damage taken is excessive. So in order to pretend that I had a level 21 Divergent cast when damage taken, we moved it to our Corrupted Goldworm because our Corrupted Goldworm have +1 level socketed gems. So we have a 21 summon skeletons, which means we summon 4 skeletons. But we also have that on our boots, which means it's actually last in our order of operations. So it's a little odd. The correct thing here is to put this on our helmet. But again, this works and is much cheaper to do. It just means that I have to mess around with my loop every now and then. And I think that's about it. I need to... Once we have a little bit of currency, we need to switch out all of our gems for the level 21 variants. We did get the level 5 Awaken Added Cold recently, so that's good. But we need to get a level 21 Conch Effect, level 21 item rarity, things like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today, and hopefully getting some nice drops. So we've got our cemeteries rolled up and good to go. And let's see how well it works out for us. All right. Sorry, I had to grab my cat's collar real quick because he decided that he wanted to be right beside me while I'm streaming. Which I'm fine with, but he's got a bell, and I didn't feel like that was going to be very good. Alright, we should also grab... They've got room for 3 scarabs, so let's grab those. Grab those. Want ambush? Let's start with ambush. And then what? Alva? Probably? Trying to make these as good as possible. Guessing ambush, but honestly I kind of want to just go quant. Keep the quantity on here. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'm a little low on chaos at the moment. Oh, that's bestiary. I'm gonna wanted. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to move around a couple of these scarabs and make good scarabs that I want. Scarabs. Those are good. And this paper and light torment. What's your Gilda ambush work worth? Goes to 12. Okay. We'll keep that for now. Elder or divination. Okay. So divination is like the best thing to get. It's just unfortunate because of what I want is reliquary. So let's grab a bunch of our other gilded and see if we can't get some more reliquary. Grab that set of Legion. Ace. Okay. Scarabs. Photography. Bestiary. Expedition. Torment. Shaper. Abyss. Reliquary. Torment. Blight. Legion. Abyss. I don't want to pass up ambush, honestly. Fury, breach. Are breach worth it? No. Reliquary. Okay, and then we're gonna go reliquary here. Boom. Okay. Well, now that we've done that, and I have way more divination than I expected, I guess we'll go big on divination. Let's take out the rusted, get the nice ones, and then I have rusted ambush, that's fine by me. Put the reliquary in. Sweet. Alright. Now we can do temple. Now we go. Now, unfortunately, we don't do a ton of damage, so we're going to struggle at least a little bit, and that's part of the reason that I didn't like do delirium or anything like that. Got our loop going. Let's go find a boss. And we died. You're not immune to burning ground. One thing I'm doing that is a little odd is, in order to cut down on mana cost, to make this loop work better, I'm using the skills cost use life instead of 30% of mana cost. It makes the loop a little easier to start up. Again, since my setup is not optimal, but it's costing me a little bit when it comes to degens, so I'm a little more susceptible to degens than normal. Very, very scuffed setup when it comes to my actual loop. Want to find the boss real quick. Boss? died. I don't actually know what's killing me. That bothers me a little bit. Alright. I think one of the next things I want to invest in is a little more flask sustain, because that'll allow us to get a second flask in. The second flask to fix both movement speed and our... oh, what? I think I know what. Yeah, that was killing me. Our Akali Touched, along with the... I don't even remember what it's called. The one that lets you only get to half your health. And I'm lagging again. I just need to play around this Akali Touched. That hurt. Okay. Boss is down. Now we just play the map. Even though we've died 4 times already. Come on. There we go. Hate that mob. I hate temporal shield or temporal bubble, whatever it's called. If it were damage reduction, I wouldn't hate it so much, but it's just you cannot do damage outside of the bubble. Oh, never the leather belt we want. It's alright though. What is going on? Did I break this somehow? What seems to be the problem? Oh, endurance charges are the problem. I think. Oh, got you. Charge shrines are bad. Yeah, endurance charges. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this shrine to go away. And then the endurance charges go away. That's the downside of Ward Loop, just so many things can break the loop. Once you get it going, it's nice, but it's a very sensitive build. Alright, come on, give me some more shrines. Gonna be a one shrine kind of map. Kinda seems that way. That's alright. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try out a couple of MF build archetypes to see which one I like most. But I think I really just... I want to see if this one's good, but I also want to just see what my options are for MF builds that I don't dislike. Because MF to me has always been a painful thing. Like, you do it because you want the loot, but it's going to be a bad build. And so I'd much rather find a build that is good. I'm okay with losing some of the MF part. Having a good build, fun to play. Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do probably for the rest of this league. See what I like. See what I can put together. I think I'm becoming a fan of Harvest. It's definitely got its low points, but having all the Harvest juice available is actually really nice. Okay, let's go. I almost missed this. Not a great map, but that's alright, we've got more. Currency, Timeless Monolith, we go currency, and then we want to go bottom right. I'm not sure if it's stuns or what that are interrupting my loop so often. I think it is. I think it's stuns. I want to fix it, but it's stuns are just difficult to deal with. And the easiest way to do it is to get the keystone that says you can't evade, but you can't be stunned. But that is a very expensive. Go right here. Yeah, that's a very expensive mod to get on your Skin of the Lords or Skin of the Loyal. And I think it would have saved me right there. Alright, last one. Weapons, breach. We'll go with the breach. And then we go bottom left. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, anything? Doesn't look like it. That was mostly a bust for us. Alright. Nothing crazy on that one. We got some scarabs, but that was really it. Go again. Same deal, temple. I think next week I will probably not do a Path of Exile stream. We'll probably do some other roguelite, because there's been a lot of updates to a lot of the roguelikes that I enjoy. I'll probably do something like that. Ooh, got right in the middle of that. That was on me. There we go. That is a big pack. Bonus plate. I actually don't have one. Yeah, we just need to take it a little slow and recognize that we're a little on the weak side. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, the attack and cast speed increase for the monsters is a little scary. Okay. That one's bad. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from there right now. I'm getting off screen. Man. I really wish there was a damage recap. Okay, so what is going on in this map that is scarier than normal? We get temp chains, additional projectiles, monster skills chain. Okay, so it's mostly just the additional projectiles and chaining, I think, that's getting to me. Okay, so let's try, I guess, just taking it slow. Not much else I can do at the moment. Alright. Scarab and quantity. Yeah, I think we just gotta take it slow right now. Unfortunate. Just don't have enough really damage to blast like we want to. We'll get there. Progress here. Yeah, it looks like that's the answer, is just taking it slow. Go. What hit me? Like I was just like at 80% health and then I just popped. I saw I had a bunch of corrupted blood on me, but it wasn't doing it. Oh well. Okay. Which is fine. Still very much in the experimentation part of this. Is it dead? Alright, I think we killed it. I don't even know what that was. It didn't look like I got hit. Is my mana stopping the loop? I thought my mana was okay. Maybe not. Maybe the combination of all the spells are draining my mana too quickly and I'm just not seeing it. Because that could be it, right? I'm just hitting 0 mana. Alio? Nope, Snake Pit. I like to try and guess the rings that are on the ground. Okay, yeah, there it went. Okay, so nothing crazy dropped. Again, not a big deal. We got a Combs, which is the first one I've seen for a while. Really bad rolled Combs, but got it. Let me drop this off. Oh, I thought I did not have one. Let's corrupt it. Nothing crazy. Yeah, at the moment it does not seem like we're making back our investment here. But 2 maps in, so we'll see. So I've got 50 quant, 50 rarity. That's regular. If I kill them with Volatile Dead, the rarity jumps up to 121. And it's also for everything, not rare unique. Rare unique has even higher. So I haven't seen anything crazy yet, but hopefully it'll get there. Something I've noticed with Proximity Shield, because I just saw a mob that had Proximity Shield, but something I've noticed is that it seems like Proximity Shield works as a damage reduction, not a damage nullification. So you do a lot more damage when you're within that Proximity Shield, which is much smaller than the temporal bubbles. But you can kill whatever it is from outside. You don't have to be inside that little bubble in order to kill it. You just do a lot less damage, or it seems like you do a lot less damage. Why is that not the behavior of the temporal bubble? Like, that seems like just a better behavior. Ooh, that hurt. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I went with a more expensive MF than I should have for the first attempt. I just found the variant and I was like, I can set that up, but it's in order to get the damage you really need on it, it's a little rough. I don't know which cast from damage taken that is. I need to take a look. Cycling damage reduction? What's going on here? No, crit resistant. Back up. Yeah, I'm trying to get my rampage stacks up to see what I can get out of it. Because in theory, my rampage stack should help a lot with my magic find. If I can keep my lip going. You have POV for the end version? Not quite. I've got a version I pulled off PoE Ninja that's I'm like kind of modeling after. But I've already diverged from that a little bit. Because the version I got is way more expensive and also I think is incomplete. So I had to do some adjustment there. If you look at my profile though, my profile is public if you want to pull the character. A fair warning, it is not optimal. Yeah, okay. For like 2-3 flasks. So, second flask, I need to mess with the cluster jewels real quick. Or, well, not really quick. I basically need a 6 cluster jewel. Or a 35% or 25% increase effect cluster jewel. Because the cluster jewel I have right here is not very good. So, we can fit a second flask. We're probably not going to be able to fit a third flask at all. But yeah, so like there are a bunch of things that I'm doing that are not optimal. For instance, my looping skill is in my boots, and it's in my boots because you have to have a 21 divergent cast when damage taken, and that's like a 20 divine gem on its own. So instead of having it in my helmet like normal, I have it in my boots because it has a +1 socketed gem, but it means it's the last thing to go off in the loop. So I think that's part of why my loop is stopping all the time. Oh, I got frozen. Did I get frozen? What happened? But yeah. The other thing I need to do, well, the other thing that the guide build uses is a Skin of the Lords with a unwavering stance, which no matter what colors you get, a Skin of the Lords with unwavering stance starts at 20 div. Like the cheapest one you can get is 20 div right off the bat. Doesn't matter what the colors are. For good colors, more expensive. And these are all things I didn't realize until I was, you know, building everything and putting it together. Why? I hate temp proxy shield. So bad. Let's see if we can kill this guy real quick. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna try and get around them. If not, I'm just gonna leave this map alone. I can't deal with that. All right, did I fight the boss in here? I don't remember. I did not. Grab those marshes. Oh, yeah, so part of the reason we're not going to be able to fit in a 3 or more flask setup is we are not going to end up, well, we've got a pretty significant disadvantage as opposed to an Ascendant or any kind of Ranger build because we're rolling a Saboteur. So we're at a pretty significant disadvantage there. As far as flask charges go. The advantage we have, being a Saboteur with trigger bots, is that we are summoning twice the amount of skeletons. So, theoretically we only need 1 ring. Even though in order to operate with only 1 ring, we still need the level 21 skeleton setup. We're also only utilizing 1 source of ward. We have enough to survive, but we're only getting ward from our helmet, which means we need a very good helmet to pull it off. I should also be using Regis Fire, but I don't want to. I die already enough. And with how much my loop just stops, I feel like it would kill me a lot. Or get me killed a lot, rather. Okay. Digital power level 18, good. Trying to kill this thing real quick. We had the opportunity. Got it. Okay, we don't have much in the way of life left, but let's go ahead and see what we can do in these Alba temples. The breach or minions? I think we're going minions. All right. There we got a stone of passage, which is good. Wow, nothing is seeming to care about the damage that I do at the moment. I didn't die, so I guess there's that. Okay. My loop going again. What is costing all my mana? Got Eye of Winter, Arc, 42 mana, 37 mana, 44 mana. Yeah. That's all, right? Oh, Sigil of Power as well. Although that shouldn't be going off very often. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. We want to go left. Even though right now our setup is really bad. Okay. We changed the room at least. Need to go a little faster. And then we need almost anything. Bottom right, top right, I think. Yeah, we go right, bottom right, top right. Try and get the loop going a little bit. Because it'll turn off when we teleport, but the mana regen I think sticks. So it's easier for me to turn on the loop again. There we go. Yeah, the ideal version of this is also going to have a divergent cast from damage taken in here. The issue here, of course, well, the issue it's causing is of course that this is only going off once, or half as much as it should, which is obviously not great. But divergent cast from damage taken is very expensive. I haven't fixed it. Lots of things to do. Alright, we have the div, we need reliquary and ambush. Although we're probably better off with something else. Probably better off with like Shaper, maybe? Although I really hate Shaper. Let's try Elder instead. And then Reliquary. Alright, Reliquary and Elder. Give us more mobs. Which cast with damage taken is this? This is 18. Is it this one? No. This one? No. This one? Okay, it's that one. Yeah, so that one needs to go up. Eight. All right. There we go. What am I losing health to? Corrupted blood, okay. Hit me. Just a herald? I'm gonna believe it. There we go. Yeah, part of the squishy part of this build really doesn't bother me, because it's one of those things that I kind of expect, right? I'm going MF. I know I'm going to be taking a bunch of ultra mods that are going to make me just super squishy anyway. So does it actually matter that I am squishy on my own? Does it really make a difference? I've got a Soul Eater over here and it's awful. Yeah. I think it is finally dead. Okay. So yeah, like every time I take an altar, I know I'm going to be taking more damage. So the tankiness of the build doesn't really bother me too much. I don't know, I think it's mostly the stopping and starting of the loop that's really bugging me at the moment. And a lot of that is just, I don't want to invest what I know it takes to do it. Because Divergent cast when damage taken is so expensive. It's probably cheaper for me to buy rig rating lenses. That hurt. I've also started to get the urge again to play Herald of Thunder. But again, the problem there is I did actually want to try to make a Magic Find build that I don't dislike. And I don't think it's even a little bit possible with Herald of Thunder. Just because Herald of Thunder requires so many specific items and scales so poorly, I feel like it's going to be hard to scale without having those, or while trying to fit in MF. Got a Sacred Grove. We got actually a nice amount of Magic Find, so we'll just grab the boss real quick. Well, we did finish off the boss. What % qual do you need for your custom damage taken? So for this custom damage taken, I have 12. So you can calculate how much quality you need based on the amount of skeletons you have and what Heartbound loop you're using. So I know that I have a 420 Heartbound loop. I know that I have 8 skeletons at any, or for each summon I have 8 skeletons. So 8 times 420, let's see, 8, 420 is 3360. So I know that I need to hit that 3360 point. Right, so 3580, I need to reduce 3580 to 3360. Which, let's see. I don't even know how I would do that, but yeah. The 12 works, but I don't know what the maximum, or what the minimum would be offhand. If that helps at all. $10 should be fine, but I don't know that I'd go lower than 10. Because 10 should be taking off 358, which brings you to 3,200 or 31 something. But I feel like that's getting pretty close to your limit. Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed right at the back. That's not what I wanted to do. I was just trying to run away. I think I've bricked this harvest for myself. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting back in there. Oh wait, I don't have a choice. Alright, we're gonna try it. Where are we at with all this? I think we got them all. Nice. Okay. We did it. Okay, let's see if I've got any crazy good harvests before I do any more. Just in case. I'll see if I have any uniques. If I have any uniques, I'm gonna do those first. No. Okay. Lots of yellow though, so that's good. And of course there's one with a 10. It can't be easy, you know? What? Ooh, it's got so much health too. Ow. Am I just not gonna be able to kill that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I ran out of portals. So in case you didn't know, hitting your switch weapon button too many times will give you errors. That's what these are. I'm hitting X too often to try and get my loop to start going off. It lets you do it like 10, maybe up to 20 times before it starts giving you issues. That was pretty quick for the altars. Where I think boss is going to be. There's the boss. Although I kind of don't want to stop at this point. Alright. That's what I get. One more thing. Sound. Do you want my drop alerts to go off? Being sapped is the worst. It's not actually the worst. It's really annoying though. The real question is, why am I sapped? I use Purity of Elements. So my issue with the temporals is not the proxy shield part. Like, I'm fine with proxy shield. I wish it behaved like proxy shield does. Because proxy shield minions, like just the regular proxy shield, you don't actually have to be under the shield to kill them. You do a lot less damage outside of them, but you can kill them from outside. Like, you can still deal damage to them from outside. The temporal bubble doesn't work that way. Which I think temporal shield is awful. I hate it. Why? Because I don't have. But yeah, I totally agree with you. I wish temporal shield was not the way it was, but I also think temporal shield is just a poorly designed mod. I think that big of a reduction to cooldown reduction is awful. Because there are a few builds that are completely reliant on it, and then it almost doesn't matter for most other things. Like, it's such a rare modifier that it is almost irrelevant for everything, except for the few things that really need it. Hey, that's actually my first, like, significant drop since I've started playing this build. But it means it's working, because that's I don't think that would have happened without Magic Find. That was just one of the currency mobs that drops a bunch of currency. But I've also had pretty overall awful luck this league. Which hopefully that means next league will be great. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have watched the last, I think it was the last live stream, or maybe the one before that. I was trying to 6-link something, and I spent like close to 3,000 fusings trying to 6-link something, and that's been my experience all league. Like, I've had the worst luck trying to 6-link things. It's gotten to the point where I just use the recipe for it. Tours. Maybe it's a really good one. It's not. I almost messed that up. Walking in that little beam. Almost very bad. Yeah. I went the wrong way. Yeah, I agree with the Inquisitor. I'm okay with either one. Like, if I have to go in that bubble, it's large enough that it's manageable. But the fact that it does other things, that's the problem. I don't like it, right? I don't like going into the bubble with Loop, but I don't like going into the bubble because it does many things at once. If it only did one, it wouldn't be as big a deal. Okay, what is the level of our Assassin's Mark? Almost 20. We need to flip our Assassin's Mark pretty soon. Because our Assassin's Mark, once we flip it, is going to give us power charges very, very consistently, which will be great. A lot of this build is relying on crit damage. Our crit rate is not great yet. Oh, great, Soul Eater. And cycling damage reduction? Did I just leave? That's ridiculous. Soul Eater, cycling damage reduction, consecrated ground. That's so gross. Alright, I think I'm just gonna try and keep it out of the consecrated ground. Why did I stop? Oh, then I have to fight him again. Oh, no, I didn't. He just exploded. Okay, let's go. Doesn't matter. I'm going in here. Alright, we've only got one portal left, so let's see what we've got going on. I got no drops from that, it looks like. Oh no, there's still stuff alive. I have no idea where. Very confused. Is it another one? No, this one's at least a little manageable. Is it actually the frost wall runaway? Yeah, it is. As much as I hate proxy shield, I might hate that more. Two, 6. Mobs have a ridiculous amount. Alright, that worked out pretty well. It was very worth it. Yeah, it's the only drop. It's fine. And honestly, purple is pretty useful for us because that's what we're using to re-roll our scarabs. Grab some of those as well. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna alternate a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to see how well we're gonna handle breach. I really enjoy running breach, but this build was having issues with it early on. Which I'm sure has at least a little bit to do with the amount of res that we do not have. Our res is awful. All right. Okay, I think that covers it. Not a awful run, not a great run, but not an awful run. So let's take what we got from that. How much is this with Grace? Yeah, no, I don't care about this. Okay, yeah, let's see how we're handling. Let's see. I want a Zoff. Let's see what is my best res? Fire is my best res. That's so sad. All right, give me a Zoff Breachstone. I have Chaos. Go. Really? Oh, this is all flawless. There we go.
You're a waterfall, I'm a fire. No surprise we don't go together. But it took us a while before we figured it out. What a shame. I'm not asking you for closure. I just want it to be over. We don't need to break up if we were never aligned.
Let's skip that one. I like that song. I'm just not feeling it at the moment. Okay. All right. So let's see how Breach is treating us. I feel like Breach should be something that can be profitable. And MF should be really nice with it. Okay. Alright, so we're handling it okay. Yeah, I feel like as long as we don't run into anything crazy, we'll be alright. I also do a lot more damage than the first time I tried this though, so... This is one instance where it would be useful to have Cast on Death Portal. Just because if you die during this, you run all the way back and you're just not going to make it. But if you have Cast on Death Portal, you can still complete it even if you die. Okay. Now here's where I expect to die. Why? The Zox domain is actually doing better for us than normal maps because we have vulnerability. Us being cursed with vulnerability is actually great for us. Okay, so that went okay. Unlucky on the drops, but that's alright. Alright, so back to our regular maps. No, we didn't. Grab another 4. Go ahead and roll those up. And we're just gonna roll over anything we can't deal with. That's fine. Those are fine. Not fine. Also not fine. Not crazy about that, but it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. Pretty close to a level as well. I'm not sure what we'd be going for in a level though. There we go. Yes, orb. Yeah. Okay, pretty early altar. That's good. Hopefully that continues. Divination Shrine, we'll have to remember that later. I don't think personal one rarity affect strong boxes, if I remember correctly. Like the monsters inside of strong boxes are affected, but I don't think the strong box drops themselves are affected. Alright. Got our level. Great news. I don't know what I died to. it's you. You're the problem. Gotcha. What do we want for our next point? We have that. Of that, we're good there. I guess we go here. Grab a little bit more crit strike chance and get us all set up for crits. That's a large part of our problem right now, is we don't crit enough. Yeah, we need to sneak up on that exile. Or just stay ahead of their ball lightning.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I think we got him. Yeah, we got him. Okay, so we're good there. Now we can just do the incursions. Upgrade breach. Yeah, we'll go upgrade breach. Very nice. That was like right on time. Oh. Yeah, we were about to die there anyway. Mistakes were made. Confusing. Alright, Royal Meeting Room. You upgrade it and then go top right. We got both of our objectives done. Alright, let's go take care of this divination. Wrong box. Yeah, so I want to take care of it first. We just got blocked. Alright, there we go. Nothing crazy. Bummer. Alright, last temple. Corruption chamber. We're upgrading. Alright, this is going pretty well. Okay. Went pretty well overall. Go back. The map went well. The drops were less than great. That's alright. It's gonna happen. Got a divine drop, and that's not too bad. I am getting greedy though. I need to stop that. Take it. What did I step into? I actually have no idea what killed me there. Did it reflect on this map that I overlooked? Nope. I really like my loop to stop being interrupted. Alright, grab that real quick. And move on. So far it's looking good for juice on this map. Now whether we can complete the map is going to be a whole different issue. Orb fusing, yeah, I guess. That shrine will actually help a lot, I think. See, this shrine should help us determine whether or not it's mana or stuns that are stopping our loop. Never mind. It would have if we hadn't died. Okay. Got touched. That's what I get though. Guess we got all the shrines there at the top right, like immediately. They just stopped showing up. Get some more shrines. No, I hit the wrong button. All right. Might not even do the boss on this level. Depending on how this goes, it's just this is our last portal. Kinda it. Alright, found the boss, but I kind of want to just avoid it for now. I want to finish the rest of the map. Oh, there's not much left. There's more than 50, but I think it's probably just referring to... You're referring to a harvest location? I don't remember seeing one. Yep, there's one. Okay, so we're gonna go do that. I'd much rather have harvest stuff. Crazy over here. Peaks. Nope. Okay. I need to stop doing that. I have no idea why my loop stopped. Either of those times. Right? A purple here. Is it still useful? It's not as valued, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, changing scarabs just seems like a pretty big deal to me. Oh, we can get out in time. Bummer. All right, go again. Which one of these is better? I think this one's better. Oh no, we have enough for both, so it doesn't matter. There we go. We'll try it. I don't think it's gonna go well. We'll try it. Yeah. Weak and slow is usually a bad combination for delirium. Alright. That's the corrupted one. I don't think I want to upgrade that one. I think I want to keep that one at 19. But yeah, and this was the map that had the increased cast and attack speed for monsters. Yeah, no, that was a little doomed from the start. There we go. I mean, it's a guaranteed drop, so that was gonna happen no matter what. But is currency for us. Lara's touched. Nothing. Not a thing. Okay, so here's a good example. We have the proximities right there. And we were able to kill them without going into their little bubble. That to me is the biggest difference in that mod and the temporal shield. The temporal one, there's nothing you can do. You cannot damage them from outside at all, ever. The regular proxy shield, eventually something happens. Alright. Didn't get much in the way of altars this one. Map. But oh well. Oh. Okay, let's go to the Sacred Grove. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with this build. I don't know, it seems like it just takes too long for me. And it's not making enough of a difference for me to want to stick with it. While I'm seeing the effects of the quant and the rarity, what I'm not seeing is enough to justify going this much slower on maps. And again, it's a lot of this is I'm doing a bunch of weird stuff to make the build work without investing a ton into it. But I don't know. I feel like for a similar amount of investment that I already have put into this, I could have a more consistent Liquor Strike MF build. That's assuming that one's good, right? The issue, of course, is that I'm testing a bunch of different builds. And I think this one's got potential. It's just, I don't know. I might try to put together a Herald of Thunder MF build and just do it anyway. Like one of those things where I'm just like, no, I'm gonna do it, no matter how bad it is. I just don't know how good it's gonna be. It's going to be very reliant on, very low in health. There we go. Oh, I was in Burning Ground. But no, a Herald of Thunder would be pretty heavily reliant on only using one Storm Secret. Which means we're capping our damage potential pretty early on. And then we've got a bunch of other things that we might want that would also cap our damage. Or further cap our damage. So, I don't know. It's something that I do want to look into for sure. I just don't know how it would work. I do think to make it worth it, you'd have to go like the super mapping kind of squishy build. We're gonna go blue here. Oh no. Couple soul eaters over here. No, not quite. Ah, bummer. Okay. One more. Yeah, I think the unfortunate part of this is not that it's not possible, it's that it's not possible while going fast enough. Which, again, it's a lot of this is like issues with me or my build that I'm just not willing to fix because it's too expensive. Right, so part of the reason I have to go slow is because my build doesn't do enough damage, or the loop keeps coming off, or things like that, right? It's a scuffed build. Even with all that fixed, I don't know that it would be fast enough for the amount of MR that it has, or MF that it has, to make it worthwhile, right? Because the things that you need are Magic Find, and then your profit is entirely based on how many maps per hour you can put out. Or juiced content per hour. The issue that I'm facing with this build is that it's struggling on the damage end and doesn't have enough MF to make it worth it, right? The really crazy MF builds, a lot of what they do is they make up for the damage issues with things like Headhunter. We don't have that. We can't. It's, I don't know how good Headhunter is with Ward Loop, but I'm not likely to invest that much. And I could just do other things, you know? The Flicker Strike build is going to, I think, achieve very similar results, but it's going to do it much faster. I'll have to pull that Flicker Strike. I think overall it had less quantum rarity. But it was reaching, and this is high investment, but it was reaching 25 million DPS, which is more than enough for just about anything. But I think it was also an Omni build. Might not be as feasible as I'm talking about. I'll just take a look. Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us no matter what, I think. But the objective here is to find something that we enjoy, that we can utilize as Magic Find, right? It's got the Magic Find, but it's not annoying to build or run. And this is right on the edge for me, I think. Just because of how scuffed the build is at the moment. And again, this is on me, not on the build. Yeah, so we'll finish out this map and then we'll take a look at another one of the POVs that I pulled down. And we'll take a look at the build we have now and the numbers on there. Because the numbers on here right now should actually be pretty nice. It's just... It's not... Ooh, hello. Is that actually valuable? Okay. I think it is rare. On. Yeah. Go do the harvest. And then we'll take some time in POB and take a look at what we've got. And if we want to just start on the new one. This definitely has some room to grow and room to be fixed. I mean, if anything, we've learned that Ward Loop has potential for Magic Find, as long as you can reduce your reliance on hardbound loop to 1. Right? If you can run with only one hardbound loop, then you can reasonably achieve Magic Find. But I think it's a high investment option. Not that really any Magic Find is a low investment, but you can do a lot of MF with reasonable-ish investment. Alright, we're gonna go right here. I will say that the build is feeling better as I level up and get more health. Actually, there is one thing that I can do to make this feel a lot better. It's gonna lower our damage a bit, but it'll feel way better. Okay, so let's go back. Alright, last thing we can do, or we will do, go ahead and bank all this. And then we are going to passive, and we're going to remove this point. The reason for that is we're going to go over here to our health and do this one. That should bring our life up pretty significantly, which I think will help overall. I think that'll make the build feel better overall. Again, lowers our damage a little bit, but we're going to do that. And then with the next couple levels, we'll also be going here, 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 and here. And that'll pretty much complete the build. The only other thing we want to do is replace this this medium socket, or medium cluster, with one that's going to allow us to do a second flask. And that second flask will be a Quicksilver with probably elemental resistance on it. Which still won't cap our Ellie res, but again, we're going to be taking a lot of negative elemental res anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, it's got potential for sure. I think it'll take a little more work. Let's see, what level are we? Level 85, so we have 15 points left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have plenty of points to play with after that. Yeah, we could do a couple of things. We could grab more life. We could... Oh, you know what we could do, actually? This is the one that has stun. Oh, that's the elemental ailments. Is this the one with stun? Poison, bleed. Chaos res, no. Down here, isn't it? Freeze, chill, ignite. That is shock. Where's the... I thought there was one of these for stun avoidance. Poison, bleed, chaos. Did they just change the one up to the top left? Freeze, crystal skin, ignite, avoid. I could have sworn this one used to be... This one used to be stun. Huh. Okay. Alright. Let's go out to the epilogue and come back. And then we'll take a look at some POV. Okay. This is... Let me mess with this this crop real quick. Alright, there's that, and top. All the way down. Zero, zero, up, zero. Close. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the model I was using. And going off of. And this person has much better equipment. Their average hit is 43,000 on Guardian Pinnacle. Obviously their gear is much better than mine. A lot of the MF themed stuff isn't that much better. But for instance, their Skin of the Lords has Unwavering Stance. I do not. I don't have that. They're also running Righteous Fire. I am not. So that's a lot of what's going on here. So let's take a look at our version of the build. So we're gonna import we're a couple levels down. Let's see, we're going Volatile Dead, configuration, not Uber, Guardian. And then they are Ignited, Chilled, Shocked. We're at 28. We have power charges. We will have power charges. Flask is active. Heavy crit recently. Ages 1. Yeah, so let's just keep Sigil of Power out. So yeah, that's where that sits. 32,000, which isn't awful. I'm not actually too upset by this. Our crit chance is the big determining factor here. A 45% crit chance is awful. So that's a lot of where our damage is not coming from. So getting that up is going to be a big deal. Right here, it's a 30% for free. Not for free, but you know, you get it. So there's plenty we can do on the damage front. Honestly, this isn't too bad. The investment we have in here, it's not too bad. That's also without Righteous Fire. If we were to throw in Righteous Fire, you get an extra 10,000 plus DPS for free. So pretty big deal there. And we should be able to sustain it. Actually, let's check. Let's check. Do I have... There we go. I've got a level 20. I take out Flame Dash real quick. Yeah, so we sustain Righteous Fire, no problem. We will die more often, but we could do it. Maybe we'll try to do that more. So that's an option. I need to mess around with the colors on my helmet to fit that in, but that's an option. Okay, so there's that, and that's actually a pretty huge increase for us. If we do this, our full DPS isn't too bad. Arc is doing a lot of damage for like nothing. That's not too bad. And that'll feel a lot better if we can fit in a second flask as well. That'll solve a lot of our movement issues. Maybe we'll do that. All right. So let's do this for now. Let's export this. Generate, share. All right, so that's the build now. And then so share out the Alright, and this is the build I'm basing it off of, for anybody's curiosities. And then I'm thinking what I might do is I might start moving toward this. So next time I might start trying to work toward this. Because I think this is also very achievable. The most expensive part of this is by far the shield, which is, it's significant, but is not a necessary part of this. And what I'm talking about is specifically the +1 maximum frenzy charges right here, because that is huge. That's a lot of currency for that shield. It's also utilizing a mage blood, so if we take off the mage blood and take off all of the flasks and take off actually let's just copy the shield over. So Apocalypse Mark, edit, and we're gonna copy this and then cancel, create custom, and then we're just gonna remove the implicit that matters. Is the maximum frenzy charge. Add to build. Honestly, that's not too bad. The Commander's Touch is out of our price range, but a second Ventor's Gamble is within our price. Like that's achievable. This is less achievable. I'm not too worried about that either. Yeah, this is totally achievable. It's not all cheap. For instance, there's a double hatred jewel in here, but it's certainly achievable. And even if we take out that Watcher's Eye, that's still a significant amount of damage, especially for an MF build. So I think this is the way I'm probably going to start going. I might give the looping build another go, incorporate Righteous Fire, and try and work through some of that, but I think this is going to be a more achievable, better outcome. Because, and here's the big part, right? The quantity and rarity. This is 37,120 as opposed to, don't save. As opposed to the looper, which is What's it at? Volatile Dead is 65,173. So 35 quant to 65 quant. So it's a pretty significant amount that we're going to be getting from that we're not going to be getting from the Flicker Strike build, but I think we're going to be clearing maps so much faster, it's going to make up for it on its own. Because there's an aspect to quantity that is how many monsters you are killing at a time. And right now, this is just not fast enough. For me, at least. I think that's the next one I'm going to go for. The other one that I want to try, and I'm not there yet, but this is one I want to try, is Blade Vortex. I've never actually played a Blade Vortex build. And so this one, again, has a bunch of crazy stuff, but for the most part, these are achievable. Again, Mage Blood I'm going to take off, but I think this is doable, and I want to try it. Using Blood Notch Immutable? It makes sense, but that's going to be expensive. A lot of this is going to be expensive. So I think this is a higher cost build than the Flicker Strike one. But it's also got a much higher quantum rarity. Although some of that is the well, not much of that. So some of that was the Mage Blood, but a fair amount of it is just coming from the build. Using Elegant Hubris. Oh wow. Yeah, they're going all in, huh? Yeah, they went nuts. So yeah, that's the plan. Is I'm gonna try probably both of these and see which one I like most. I expect I'm gonna like the Flicker Strike more than any other because I enjoy Flicker Strike and I know I enjoy Flicker Strike. I was going to try this build until I realized how incredibly expensive it was going to be. Because I looked at a lot of these and I was like, oh, these are all like cheap uniques. Well, they are until you look at this one has +1 maximum power charge. This is a Calandra's Touch. This Heat Shiver is corrupted with +1 maximum power charge. This is double corrupted, and both of these are expensive both of these are expensive corruptions, let alone one of them. Everything else is pretty normal. Like those are the big problems. Everything else is okay. But those items are crazy expensive. Like the ones I just listed are probably 200 divine-ish price range already on their own. So that's why I put this build on pause. It is something I want to try, not necessarily this build, but an Uber farm build. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. I'm gonna end a little early tonight. We went a little over last time, but I think next time I'm probably gonna be playing a roguelike of some sort. I'm not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I'm looking forward to it. There have been a lot of updates to a lot of really good roguelikes recently, so I want to go ahead and switch it up a little bit, play some of those, and then we might switch back over to either this build or another Magic Find build and try and test out some more of that. So thank you all so much for joining. I hope you had a great time. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. We did not find any crazy drops, but that's okay. Did just fine. We did find a Raw Divine, which I think was entirely because of our Magic Find. So that's a plus. And we will see how we want to continue this in the future. Thank you again so much for joining. I will see you all next week. Good night, everybody.